What's up everybody, Jason Rains, your Casey seller with REALTORS Realtors here, and we are back in downtown Kansas City today. Now we've done a previous video in downtown, so if you want to know all about like exactly downtown area, go back, find that video, watch it. Today we're going to be focusing more on the areas surrounding the downtown, moving out just a little bit, so stick around to find out more. All right, you guys, we are back here in downtown Kansas City, like I said, but before we get to that, if it's your first time to the channel, welcome. If it's not, welcome back. But if it is, I need you to do two things. I need you to click on the subscribe button and then the notification bell so you are notified every time I drop a new video. Guys, this channel is all about what it's like to work, eat, sleep, live, play here in Kansas City, whether it's downtown, whether it's north of the river, whether it's south or in Kansas. We got you covered no matter what part of the city you're looking to buy or sell a house in. We talk all things real estate. This is the channel for you, so go ahead and do those two things. Now let's get to it. Downtown. So we're gonna start talking about east of downtown, okay? If you've been watching this channel for a while, or you go back and see some of the other videos, we haven't really highlighted anything on the east side of Kansas City proper. And really that's just because there's not a whole lot to feature on the east side of Kansas City proper, right? The further east we go, we get to like Lee Summit, Blue Springs, Independence. So we got all that, but that's way east on I-70. If we're talking closer in, yes, we have Royal Stadium, Kauffman, we have Arrowhead Chief Stadium, like we have that just east of downtown. But between actual downtown and that, there really isn't much of anything to highlight, which is why we haven't done videos in that area. Historically, crime's a little bit higher in that part of town. House values, historically, for the most part, are quite a bit lower. When I say quite a bit lower, you can find houses for 50, 60,000, sometimes less than that. Now there are pockets here and there that are being revitalized and that property values are higher than that, you know, 200,000, 250,000. But for the most part, definitely not, we're not talking about in that range. We're talking about the lower range, right? Now, that's right now. There is talk of Kauffman Stadium, Royals, moving into the downtown area here in the next like 7 years, I think like year 2030. They're not quite sure exactly where that's going to be. It might be on the west side of Kansas City, but it also might be just east of downtown Kansas City. So it's definitely something to keep an eye on as we get closer to that date. But yeah, East Kansas City, there's not a whole lot to tell you about. So let's go on to the next part. All right, the reason we're not actually focusing on the downtown, the actual downtown Kansas City area today, is because what you see behind me as far as housing is really what there is. There are some lofts on the north end of downtown when you get around the River Market area, but in actual downtown, you got one light, you got two light, and where you see they're doing construction right here, that's going to be three light. Those are all high-end luxury apartments. So if that's what you're looking for is high-end luxury apartments, then yes, downtown is the spot to go. Or if you're looking for more loft type living, just on the north side of downtown is where it's at. But we wanted to kind of focus more on the outskirts as far as what you can get as far as like a place to live. Now, if you're looking for fun stuff to do, absolutely downtown Kansas City is the spot to be. I mean, you got T-Mobile Center, all the concerts that go on there. You have Power and Light District with all the restaurants and the nightlife that's there. We've actually done a video on Power and Light before, so you can go back and find that video as well. You got lots of local businesses. If you want to do axe throwing, there's an axe throwing place down here. Other than that, just lots of bars, lots of smaller bars. Even a lot of the hotels down here have bars in them that you can go into. Even if you're not staying at the hotel, just go in and grab a drink or whatever. So as far as nightlife, great nightlife down here, lots of other options. Like I said, we just kind of wanted to hit the outskirts today and talk about the real estate in those areas today as well. So come on, let's go. Let's head on to the next spot. When we start talking about the west side of downtown, we've got great spots like Messenger Coffee Company right behind me. It's a coffee shop and bakery. Really, really good. So if you're down on this side, definitely hop in and check that out. But really when we start talking about real estate and we're talking the west side of Kansas City, it's really just mixed development, pretty much get anything you're looking for. I mean, we're talking about houses that anything from that needs completely torn down, just have an empty lot and build whatever you want, to houses that are $100,000 and need quite a bit of work. There's houses that someone else has bought for $100,000 and already updated them and has flipped them, and you know they're going for $300,000. If those aren't really what you're looking for though, and you just want a house that you can move in, there are plenty of move-in ready homes. Everything's really, well, I won't say everything. Most everything is older on the west side of Kansas City, but a lot of it's been kept up really, really good over the years. So, you know, you might be in that, you know, mid to upper 100,000, low 200,000 range on something that hasn't been updated, but it's still in good enough condition for you to move right in. And maybe that creates a blank slate for you to go in and do updates while you're living there and really capitalize on some equity of fixing the house up, so that when you sell it in the future, you make a little more money on the sale. Now, with that said, I said we have the stuff that needs torn down, the stuff that's in good condition, the stuff that needs fixed up, the stuff that's already been fixed up, but we also have pockets of new construction as well. So we literally have everything on the west side of Kansas City. Now, if you're looking for that new construction, most of the new construction is like really modern, you know, vertical living, 3 stories or more. You're talking $1 million, $1.5 million, sometimes up to $2 million. I actually had a Royals player this past baseball season that needed a house to rent during the season, and we actually were able to secure one of those properties for him to rent throughout the baseball season. Very modern, like I said, vertical living. That one was basement, first floor, second floor, third floor. So really 4 floors of living if you counted the basement as well. 2-car garage. So really, as you can see kind of what I'm talking about, there's really just a mix of everything on the west side of Kansas City. So if you're looking for real estate and you like the downtown feel and you like being close to everything, definitely a spot to check out. We're now here on the edge of the Crossroad districts, and honestly, there's so much to do, like actually do down here. Not a lot of real estate, but so much to do down here that we're going to do another video just on the Crossroads district. So come back next week and watch for that video. Now, as we go south of this area, and we keep going south, we got Union Station. You actually hear the train. You might have heard the train right there. We got Union Station. We got the Liberty War Memorial. We've actually done videos on both of those before, so you can go find that video as well. And then as we go south of that, we get into actual Midtown, what's the true Midtown area. And again, a lot of mixture on real estate, right? The further on the kind of the west side of Midtown, again, you got your 3, your 4, your $500,000 houses, sometimes more than that. As we go further to the east and south, we get back into the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the $100,000 houses. So it really just depends on what block we're talking about as we move further south into that area, right? So that's Crossroads again. We'll come back and talk about that. But just past that, we got the West Bottoms. Lots of breweries down there. Again, not a ton of real estate, more commercial, industrial, but we got a lot of breweries. Just gonna let this guy pass me real quick. All right, hey, the joys of live shooting, right? So we got lots of breweries. Great art down there, lots of vintage type furniture stores, things like that. It's actually a great place to go down to and just hang out, walk around and just explore. And then we're shooting this here mid-October. Lots of haunted houses down there too. That's where all the haunted houses are in the downtown Kansas area, is in the West Bottom. So if that's your thing and you like that, definitely got to get down there and check that out. So we got that, we got South Kansas City. Now, we start talking about north, again, lots of lofts just north of downtown Kansas City. Then we get to River Market. Again, we've done a video on River Market. And then we're really at the river. And as we cross that and you get into actual proper North Kansas City, we've already done a video on that as well. So you guys can go back and check out all those videos. But that's really kind of gives you an idea of each part of Kansas City, right? We've covered east, we've covered south. We're here in Crossroads. We've talked about north. We've talked about like actually in downtown, what there's to do, the luxury living on the apartment side of things. So hopefully you guys found this video useful today. Again, kind of focusing more on not just the downtown area, but the surrounding bigger area just right around downtown, right? So again, make sure you click that subscribe button and the notification button if you haven't already done it. If you like this video and want to see more of this type of content. And as much as I like making these videos for you guys, again, I am a licensed real estate agent in the state of Missouri and the state of Kansas. And I would love to be your go-to when moving, buying, selling, anything real estate related here in Kansas City. So all you gotta do is reach out. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, whatever it is. All my contact information is here. I'm the one that answers you back. You're just dealing with me. And until the next video, have a great day.